it's a breaking news. Yes, Beijing has clarified that Israel remains marked on official maps issued by Chinese authorities after questions emerged over why the country's name was not visible on online maps provided by two major Chinese companies. The country name Israel does not currently appear on maps on popular mobile applications from leading search platform Baidu or the Alibaba-backed map. Even though its territory and the names of neighboring countries are clearly shown in a view of the region, countries of similar or smaller size to Israel such as Cyprus, Lebanon and Kuwait are visible in the same view. For example, the maps also don't include a country name marker for Palestine, which China recognized as a state in 1988 and is listed on its official maps alongside Israel. Both names comes up in word searches on the mobile versions of the platforms, which are not state-owned but operate in China's heavily moderate online environment and are as ubiquitous as Google or Apple Maps are outside the country. China and Israel have a normal diplomatic relationships. The relevant country is clearly marked on the standard maps issued by the Chinese competent authorities. Foreign Ministry spokesperson Wang Wenbin said Tuesday in response to a question during a regular press briefing. Attention to the apparent absence of the country name markers on the apps comes as Israel has launched a war against the militant group Hamas following on October 7 attack on its territory. It is not clear whether the missing country names are a new development. In a response to CNN, a Baidu Maps spokesperson said our space is limited. Our maps may not display the names or flags or some territories. Users can find corresponding countries or areas on Baidu Maps by simply using the Maps search function. CNN has also reached out to Alibaba for comment. China is known to pay stringent attention to detail on maps used around the world when it comes to how its own border and territorial claims are represented. In recent years, the world's second largest economy has pushed international companies to apologize and retract maps that do not show the self-ruling democracy of Taiwan as part of Chinese territory. It has also received backlash from neighboring countries that have accused Beijing of using cartography to legitimize disputed claims. Since the Hamas attack, which killed some 1,400 people, mostly civilians, Israel has hit Hamas-controlled Gaza with weeks of airstrikes and expanded ground operation in the strips. Tallies based on data from local authorities in the Hamas-controlled enclave say more than 8,000 people have died, including some 3,000 children. China has criticized Israel's response while neither naming or explicitly condemning Hamas in its statements. It has instead called for a ceasefire and stressed the need for a two-state solution to establish an independent Palestine as the fundamental way out of the conflict. That stance is in keeping with Beijing's long-standing political support for the Palestinian cause. China was one of the first countries to recognize Palestine as a sovereign state in 1988. It established formal diplomatic relations with Israel in 1992.